doesn't mean much when it comes to loading.
I mean, I disagree. Definitely looks better on the stream, for damn sure.
Yeah.
Better than it did a minute ago, trust me. I was paying attention.
Running. Oh, enemies somewhere. Ooh.
The fuck is that? The fuck is that?
I'm compelled to go.
Go over there.
I'm gonna.
Oh, you've ever seen that before. Hey, look, it's a coyote.
Don't fuck with the coyote.
The first thing I thought was that it was the graveyard, but that's not the fucking graveyard. The graveyard's on the other side of the Shady Springs area or whatever it's fucking called. Did you fucking mod this game and not tell me?
No.
The fuck is that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yanks Memorial? Huh. Black Mountain Radio. You got a new radio station? The fuck? Top.
Doesn't look like it's anything.
Yeah, okay, I know where that is. That's Deathclaw territory. Don't you fucking move near there. They will eat you. The fuck did you find? I have never seen this place before. I've played this game a lot. I've never seen this place before.
Guess that's it.
Huh. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, there are graves. You need a shovel to dig graves. Do. Yeah, you lose it if you get too far away.
Howdy. My name is Jed Masterson, and I'm a caravan boss for the Happy
Oh,
Trails
that's for
Caravan.
that's for one of the DLCs.
Stars of the midnight ranges, shining through the night. Stars
So you don't like Fallout 3, huh?
Oh, no, I mean, I'm not a fan of Fallout 3. I don't hate the game. I don't think it's as good as this game, but again, I think that boils down less to me not liking Bethesda and more me liking Obsidian a lot for their storytelling. I wish they were able to make a game like this on their own terms. But let me when we're streaming this game, I'll tell you one day. I'll tell you the tale of what happened to them. That they got screwed over by Bethesda, specifically for the idea of them getting getting bought out by Bethesda. So I guess I can just tell you now. So Bethesda contracted Obsidian out to make this game with the intention that their bonuses were going to be based on the Metacritic score for the game, right? They would pay out. And then did everything they possibly could to ruin this game before it came out. They cut their staff back, they paid them less money, and eventually they forced them to release the game early. Yeah, take that. Before it was completed. The entire idea was to lower Obsidian stock, prevent them from getting their bonus, and also allowing Bethesda to then buy out Obsidian. It was only thanks to Obsidian doing their GoFundMe campaign, or not GoFundMe, their what was it? Not Patreon. What is it? Not GoFundMe, not Patreon. The one where you put money in for a game. Kickstarter. They did their Kickstarter for Pillars of Eternity. If it wasn't for that Pillars of Eternity being that good and people buying into it, they probably would have ended up being bought out by Bethesda. It's fucked up what Bethesda did to Obsidian. It is not Obsidian's fault that this game was poorly received when it came out. They did everything they could. This is a fantastic fucking product. Yeah, I love this game a lot. I love every bit of the story. I love every bit of everything they could do with it. It is also, I believe, the best implementation of DLC ever done in a game, with the exception of maybe Dark Souls 1 with the Artoria stuff. Because that was originally, I believe that was originally supposed to be in the game and it got cut and being put in DLC. I kind of think that's what happened with Obsidian with this DLC too, because the overarching story, it just like fits perfectly with what you were supposed to be doing in this game.
Yeah.
With the whole courier, you chasing the courier through the different pieces of DLC and just barely catching him. Fuck, dude. Oh, shit. I love this game. I can talk about this game all day. It's so good. The writing is top notch. It's hilarious. There's some really good stuff. You can be, if you play with very, very low intelligence, you basically are a simpleton.
And you speak like simpleton gibberish or something.
Yeah,
like that?
you speak like, oh, meam, do thing. And there's even like one puzzle that you have to get the code for the machine unless you're a simpleton, in which case you just blurt out ice cream and that's the password and you get in. Like shit like that. I like the Old World Blues DLC just because it's like, there's these really good allusions to like the Wizard of Oz in it, and you can also romance your own brain and just stupid shit. I fucking love it, dude.
I liked what was it in Fallout 3, the humanoid tree thing, the tree mutant guy.
Yeah, that guy was cool.
Story.
There's some good stuff in Fallout 3, don't get me wrong, but
My thing with Fallout 3 was that there was always just another thing. Like,
Yeah.
you went through the cities and you went through like the houses and stuff like that, and there was always like something to do.
it's I want to say it's yeah. No, to constantly move fast, I want to say it's caps lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. There was just always something.
Yeah, I like Fallout 3. It's just
Let me see what you got.
Like going
Yeah,
into
these
a
will do just
building and
fine.
it just wasn't going
Just
into an
fine.
empty building.
All right, now.
There was an NPC
We're gonna be
in
making
there
something
that
folks on the
gave you
trail
something
call healing
to
powder.
do, or there
Go
was
on over to that
something
campfire now. Give it a
yeah.
try.
I don't get me wrong. I think the game was great when it came out. I also am a bit. I think I'm a bit nostalgic for this game most because this is the first Fallout game I ever played. So I fully admit that I am a big fan of this game. Got into a big argument on Facebook and ended up blocking a bunch of people because of this game. That's a whole other conversation, though. I think it's the best one they ever did
Hey, that's
in
not
terms
bad,
of
see?
the first
All it
person
takes to
Fallout
make a
games.
recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same
Just listen
idea.
to her.
You just need to
I
find
think
the right
it's,
place to set up shop.
It has
Workbench
the
or reloading
spirit
bench,
of the
whatever.
original Fallout
Well,
1 and 2.
I hope that's enough to get you started.
That
heading
and
back
maybe
now.
I guess a little bit
Hope I
Fallout
didn't miss
Tactics
anything good
that
on the jukebox.
I think 3
Cheyenne would
and
never
4
forgive me.
lack.
Hey, do me a
I
favor.
think 3 has it pretty
Trudy,
good in terms
she's
of
the
like
bartender up
just
at the
breadth of
Prospector.
content.
Kind of
Yeah.
the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross.
The only
with me
problem I
if
have
I
with
asked
this
you to
game
poke
is
your
the
head in and say hi.
black and white morality of it. There's no reason to side with Caesar's Legion at all. Like there is literally no reason or benefit. In fact, I don't even think you can as a faction. In terms of in-game stuff. The closest you can get to playing a quote-unquote like evil character and have it make sense in terms of why you would do it is if you play for yourself and burn every other faction out of New Vegas, out of Mojave. Yeah, I fucking love this game. Like, I don't want to keep harping on it, but there's a lot of good shit in this game, and there's bad too. Like it is not a perfect game by any stretch of imagination, but I do harp a lot of that on Obsidian or on Bethesda over Obsidian because a lot of the issues that this game has, you can blame Bethesda, and the fact that they were able to craft this kind of a game, considering the shit they were put under to make it. They're an A-class publisher, and I will always support them.
Yeah, I need to play that Pillars of Eternity.
Dude, I'm not really good at those games. It's fucking great.
Well,
It's
I loved Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and I believe that was Obsidian that did those 2 games.
I believe so. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. It is what you want in terms of story out of a Fallout game, in terms of like breadth of content. Like if they ever are able to do an post-apocalyptic game, I would love to see them do something like that in that style.
My friends, and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it.
We'll keep that
Yeah,
in
whatever,
mind.
bitch.
Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Get here, Joe Cobb.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you did also get shot in the
Looks like our
fucking
little
head
town
and
got
left in a
itself
shallow
dragged in the
grave
middle of
in their
something we don't
town.
want anything
I think
to
that
do
counts
with
as
it.
a stir.
About a week ago, this
Especially when you
Ringo
got back
comes
up
into
again.
town.
Surprised they didn't put a
Survivor of
bullet in your
attack, he
head
says.
thinking you were a zombie.
Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Oh, right, yeah.
You mean murder him? That's not our way.
You
Even
mean
if
murder?
caught the
Well,
scum.
yeah, I'm gonna
He
take
can
a
bluster
gun.
and threaten
I'm not
all
gonna
he
murder him, I'm
wants.
just gonna take a gun and blow his fucking brains out. What?
Some of the others, like Sonny,
I
will
don't see
probably
that problem.
stand up for Ringo if he asks for
You
help,
can literally
which he
catch up to him and
hasn't.
just blow his head off.
Personally,
It's
I hope
really
he
funny
sneaks
when
out
you
of
do
town
that.
one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder
Chain
gangers?
gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines.
And then they escape
Problem
because the
it turns
NCR
out
is
that giving
incompetent in
convicts a bunch of
everything they do.
dynamite and blasting powder
Well, there's a
isn't
good
the
reason
best
for it
idea.
in this game because
There's a big
they're
escape not too
spread so
long
thin.
ago.
They overspread
Some of them
themselves
stuck
from
together
Fallout
so they
2
can make trouble.
because you
That's what we're
you
dealing
help
with
to
now.
make California a decent place to live, and so society's starting to get it back together, but they're spreading themselves entirely too thin, and then all of a sudden Caesar Legion just fucking shows
If you were
up.
able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings.
So yeah,
I'd
there's a
even
reason
set you up
for
with
it,
a
but
discount.
also holy
Of
shit,
course,
they're all
helping Ringo would
incompetent.
also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
And I can kill them all.
Yeah. See, the thing is like this game and Skyrim has a similar,
He's a
has a
convict,
similar issue with
just
the
without
Imperial,
chains.
the
So his name
Empire
was Cobb.
in like Empire
Powder
and
gangers is what they
NCR,
call themselves.
in that like
Plenty
pushing
more
them
like
in,
him out
the
there.
Empire pushing into Skyrim pulls their forces so thin. So I specifically went for the Empire in that game, not to be like the good guy, but just be like, okay, I'm gonna push their forces as thin as possible, and I'm gonna fucking rob them blind as a thief. That was my whole character in that game. So help Ringo.
Not much,
Okay.
other than they were a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by
What a dick.
accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did you call the repairman?
Did he clean your pipes?
Did he clean your
They
your
were having
pipes?
some kind of argument about it, but the
Did you-
guy in the
did you suck
checkered
his
coat
dick?
kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction.
Did
If
you
that's
pay
the
him in
case,
favors?
I can't say I blame
pay
them for
him a
not wanting to
favor?
go back.
What do you mean? Did you suck his dick?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15
What,
like it's
like
radioactive.
Chinese people?
Which it could be for all I know.
No, listen, we've already
I
crossed
didn't
that
hear
bridge.
exactly, but the
We
leader
have
was talking
burned that
about
bridge
the
down
strip.
when we made this
Fellow wants to
character.
get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east.
Because you
Take
know
Highway
Chinese people just
93
get
up.
mad if you shoot them.
No shit, anybody gets mad if you
Yeah.
just shoot at
You have
them.
to hit them with Captain America's shield. It's the only way. That's what those comics taught me.
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on
Oh,
their good
go to
side,
hell.
but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Hey, can I look at your broken radio? And by that, I mean, can I have sex with you?
Sure, the outside looks
Wow,
okay,
your
but I
busted
think something
radio.
broke on the
That's
inside.
that's a
There'd be
euphemism.
caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the
There's gonna be
world.
caps in it
And
for
that
you.
Mr. New
What kind of
Vegas
caps?
seems like such a
My
gentleman.
vagina. All right then.
I know that thing
Oh, the robot.
as much as anyone
Yeah, she's
else around
super
here.
robot
It mostly
racist.
keeps to itself, which is just fine by
Oh
me.
yeah, right. The robot that talks like a fucking.
We gotta have the robot.
Yeah,
on our
like-
side.
I don't think you can. I don't think he's a character you can have.
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy
No, I know who
act.
the main
I find
who our
Paul
main
very
person is
creepy.
gonna be. Like, don't even fucking front. If it ain't